All right, it's the Wheel1 podcast. You know what I'm saying? We locked in right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Master Twice right here. We're going to do a little something different today. You know what I'm saying? We're switching up me on my dolo. So we doing a little story time. You know what I'm saying? And this story time is going to be in particular about the situation that got me sitting right here, right now, right in front of you, making me the Wheel one that I am. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about me getting shot and ending up in being paralyzed. You know what I'm saying?
And Toronto police are also investigating another shooting. This one happened at Islington and Finch. Crews responded to the call around 11:30 last night. When they arrived, they found that car right in the middle of the intersection, riddled with bullets on one side. Paramedics tell us that a man believed to be in his 20s was shot. He was rushed to a trauma center in critical condition, but according to police, he's expected now to survive.
And so the way it started, it was November 21st. You know what I'm saying? 2017. And I was leaving a friend's house around I'd say around like 11:30ish at night. It was crazy because as I was there, I was thinking like, yo, I just finished smoking a spliff, thinking like, yeah, all right, I gotta go home, get ready for work in the morning. And then I was like, something's telling me to smoke another one. And I was like, why would I want to do that, bro? I got priorities and shit. And then I was like, all right, I didn't listen to my gut feel and I left. I'm walking to my car. I'm thinking I should go a different way home than I usually do when I'm leaving from this place. And I was like, why do I want to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea why I want to do that. I even sat in my car for about a minute beforehand. So I said, again, didn't listen to my gut feeling, said, fuck it. Let me just, go my usual route, which is faster. And I'm going down, and then I hit a light eventually, and I just felt like somebody was following me. It was the eeriest feeling. But nothing really looks strange when you're parked at when you're sitting at a stoplight. Light hit green, hit the gas a little bit. I remember hitting the gas a little too hard. I was thinking like, yo, I need to chill out. I've been speeding lately. You know what I'm saying? I need to chill. And then as soon as I like hit off the gas a little bit, I just remember my car like shaking, and I was like, what the hell? And before I could turn over, because I was driving like this, so before I could even turn over like this, I just felt something just pierce through my whole body, like right through my chest mostly, and through my lungs. It just felt like something just like winded me completely. And like I kind of just was like gasping for air, because it really just felt like if you took a balloon and just like squeezed all the air out of it. Just how it felt. Slowly all the air was just like leaving my body, and I'm trying to like talk or like scream for help when I'm in my car by myself. And the next thing I know, I passed out. And after I passed out, I woke up. I don't even know how long I was out for, but one thing I remember, never forget, is I woke up to a song by Andre 3000. No, Erykah Badu featuring Andre 3000. It's called Hello. Would play it, but we don't own the rights to that. But when I did wake up, I woke up, it was the Andre 3000 just saying like, I don't know if it's really over for me. And obviously the situation in the song, he's talking about, relationship with him and a girl. But it was just really crazy, because I was like realizing as I'm like waking up, seeing the bullet holes on the side of my car. And, after thinking that I hit something, that, something hit me. And, seeing the bullet holes, listening to him say he doesn't know if it's over for me, got me thinking like, is it over for me? And and yeah, it was just a crazy feeling. So I said, fuck that, I'm gonna change the song. And then the next song was French Montana, Dave East featuring French Montana, Maneuver. And I was like, this is perfect, because I'm gonna maneuver out of this bitch right now. And that was the plan. And from there, it was like my next thought process was like, okay, what do they do in the movies? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, you got to stay calm, bruh. You know, you got to stay calm, keep breathing, you know? And that's what I was doing. And then I thought to myself, okay, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm on a main street. So, you know, somebody had to hear that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of just thought, couldn't go into my pocket to get my phones because, you know, I got shot in my, you know, shoulder blade. So I could barely move my arm. And yeah, I just started honking my horn, but kind of doing like a pattern, you know? So it wasn't like I just was like slumped over on it. And after that, I was probably doing that for about, I'll say 10, 15 minutes. And I would say about 3 or 4 cars would drive up, look in slowly, and then pass me. And like after it happened like the third time, I was just like, fuck, people really leaving me here to die. And you know, it was a tough time, and I kind of just like sat back, and that's where I always say I had this like conversation with God, and I was kind of just like, you know, don't want it to be now. I hope it's not, but if it's my time, I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever you got for me, you know? And it's like, as I said that, this guy like walked up to like the passenger side of my car and he like opened my car door and he was like, "Did you get shot?" And I was like, "I think so." And then, you know, he called an ambulance for me, and then like I remember the ambulance, it came probably like 2 minutes, like two, no, a police officer came first. About like maybe 2 minutes later, you know, the police officer came, and you know, he was there, and he saw me. He was like immediately about to help me, but then he like stopped for a second, and he was like, "I hate to say this, but I gotta do this. This is my job. You don't have a gun on you, do you?" And I had to just laugh. I was just like, "Nah, man." And then like, you know, you just immediately went to like, you know, cutting, you know, helping me out. And took my seatbelt off. I think he might have cut it, and then like, you know, I told him where I think I got hit, and then, you know, he checked me out, and then he cut like my shirt, and then he saw like the other wound I got because I got shot twice. Hold on, let me show the camera right here. But yeah, well, you know, or well, you know, we'll just add a picture in there. We'll just add a picture. I don't got to disrobe for you guys. But but yeah, so yeah, and then once I got into the ambulance, I'm thinking I was safe, you know, because it was like, you know, the ambulance got me. I'm safe, not thinking like, you know, people die on the way to the hospital a lot of the times. And so as I get into the ambulance, I was in and out of consciousness. I remember getting in and everything was kind of good. And then they were like, you know, all right, so we're going to Sunnybrook. And I'm like, fuck, it's bad. And then after that, it was like, I remember I passed out and I woke up and they were like, hey, stay with us. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm right here. And then I passed out again. And next thing I know, they were like, all right, we're here. And I was just like, wow, that was fast. So, you know, and then I hit those white lights at the hospital and I was out. Next thing I know, it was like a day or two later, and friends or family around me just crying. And, you know, and it was like a whole trippy experience because I was just like, how did everybody even know what happened? Because like I didn't even realize I've been out for so long. And then like that's like when the doctors came to me and they were like, you know, they told me, you know, you got shot, you know, I broke my shoulder blade, 2 ribs, the bullet went through my lungs, and it punctured both my lungs, made both of them collapse. And when as it did that, it grazed my spine around the T3, T4 area, which caused swelling, which gave me a spinal cord injury. They didn't know that at the time, though. But, you know, but at the time they just told me it gave me a spinal cord injury around that area, and I'm probably not going to walk again. And I was about 23 years old. And my first thought process was just like, huh, fuck. Like, you know, fuck that. Like, it was kind of like a mixture of like in shock. But then it was like, fuck that. I'm going to work through this. I'm going to walk out of this. And then I'm like so heavily medicated where it's like I kind of just fell asleep right after. So it was like it was hard to process that, you know, for a long time, let alone the first second, you know. But we going to leave that. We going to cut that right here. Because, you know, we going to add more to the story time. Because that's just the beginning. Because getting shot was the easy part, let me tell you. Yeah, you know, we're going to leave it off right there. Because, you know, like I said, getting shot was the easy part. So, you know, we're going to come back about, you know, hospital time, you know, rehab, and then even more to lead you up to, you know, where we at now. So, you know, it's the Wheel1 podcast. It's Boy Master Twice, and we going to holler at you next time.